This project was made possible by a generous grant from the Van Buren Charitable Foundation and the work of the Rhode Island Green Infrastructure Coalition. Rhode Island is a beautiful place to live, and our home on Aquidneck Island is at the heart of its beauty. But did you know that our drinking water and environment are highly susceptible to the harmful effects of polluted stormwater? During storms, rainwater flows over our concrete sidewalks, parking lots, and roads, carrying pollutants such as fertilizer and waste into our drinking water and into Narragansett Bay. Typically in nature, forests and meadows would filter and disinfect this polluted stormwater, but over the years, these natural areas have been developed into neighborhoods and shopping malls with our roofs, driveways, and sidewalks, preventing rainwater from soaking into the ground, increasing bacterial infections and algal blooms. Rhode Island is proud to be the ocean state, which creates a special responsibility for residents to protect our watershed. Unless we actively implement smart solutions, the problem will only continue to get worse. Thankfully, solutions exist to this problem in the form of green infrastructure. Green infrastructure is a series of methods developed to mimic natural water filtration. Projects such as rain gardens, pervious driveways, and rain barrels are a few ways to implement green infrastructure in our homes. Rain gardens are nature's water filter. They are carefully engineered, sunken gardens that capture and filter runoff, allowing water to naturally absorb into the ground. They range in size and do not have to be expensive, so they are very easily accessible. Through a generous grant provided by the Van Buren Charitable Foundation, the Rhode Island Green Infrastructure Coalition installed 8 of these rain gardens and 1 pervious driveway across Aquidneck Island during the spring of 2019.
The Rhode Island Green Infrastructure Coalition started about 4 years ago, and part of our mission is to identify projects around the state, particularly on Aquidneck Island and in the greater Providence area, and actually do shovels in the ground project so that we could instill and create green infrastructure projects to manage stormwater. This project was funded to find homeowners who were interested and really excited about having a green infrastructure installation on their property. These small sites are going to really serve as models in neighborhoods from Newport to Portsmouth about ways that residential homeowners can actually protect groundwater and the bay by capturing stormwater on their property.
Once we excavate the materials and get to that base where we know the soil's going to drain, the water's going to drain rather, we backfill it with a engineered soil that's more of a sand mix. That way it takes water and drains it well. All of the plants that we pick are native plants, so their roots will actually suck in a lot of water, especially on a rainy day. After we plant it, we'll put a thin layer of mulch. The mulch is all ground pine bark. There's no chemicals, dyes, pesticides, or insecticides in any of the mulch we put down. And that's basically it for a finished layer. The plants just have to be watered and maintained, and the rain garden will kind of do its own thing.
Over a series of weeks, these sites transformed from flooded areas into beautiful rain gardens.
When we'd have storms, which we've had a lot, it would tend to cluster right in this area and then end up draining down the street and into the harbor. And so we've had a couple of small storms, and I noticed that it is going into the area that they actually cut into my curb so that it would flow into the deepest part of the rain garden right after those crushed stones. And it pretty much dissipates, like it filters out and it's gone within like half hour after the downpour.
Besides installing a rain garden, there are many things we can all do at home to keep our water safe. Simple activities such as picking up your pet's waste, minimizing fertilizer use, buying organic cleaning detergents, and taking your car to the car wash instead of washing it at home can help reduce water pollution. Another easy thing you can do is install a rain barrel.
So a rain barrel is about a 50-gallon barrel that captures rainwater as it either comes off of a roof or just comes straight down from the sky, so that it doesn't cause stormwater runoff to saturate your lawn, or if your lawn is incapable of absorbing water, it just cascades off into a driveway, into the street, into the bay, carrying all the pollutants with it. So what we want is to be able to catch the stormwater before it goes into our bay. They're very successful, very easy to install. So if anybody is interested in getting a rain barrel, you can contact us through the Green Infrastructure Coalition. You can go onto the website, or you can call me, Sarah Churgan, at 401-934-0842, and we can hopefully get you hooked up with a rain barrel.
In addition to this project, the Rhode Island Green Infrastructure Coalition recently installed an 800 square foot rain garden at Common Fence Point in Portsmouth with the generous help of 40 local volunteers. They also distributed 25 rain barrels to homeowners island-wide in 2018 and continue to host rain barrel workshops. Together, we can work to ensure a safe, healthy future for Aquidneck Island. Please reach out to us for any additional information or to volunteer your time. These partners made this project possible. Thank you for all you do to restore clean water in Rhode Island.